All right, guys, just a quick video on my thoughts about some of these uber or super affordable Casio models. This is the AE 1200 and AE 1300 series. The 1300 is going to be your countdown timer, and there's a bunch of different colorways. Well, not a bunch, but there's plenty of colorways in both these models. And then the 1200 series is going to be the world timer, or the Casio Royale, or it's been called a few different things. But of course it has the world map on there, and then it has like the analog or digital analog clock thing there. I don't know what you want to call that. So these things range in price depending on where you're looking and which models you're looking at, because there are some really cool ones that actually escalate a little bit in price. But typically you're going to spend anywhere from just below $20, say for one like this, all the way up to potentially like $35 for some of these countdown timer versions. There's some cool models. I may actually bring some of those in too. But so my thought process behind these watches, besides the fact that, especially for me, the world timer one like this are just really fun and cool looking and very comfortable and nice size, is that they're just so affordable that if you're like in a little bit of a lull possibly, or whether your lull is you're not sure what you want to do next as far as purchasing a watch, if you're a hunter and you like to just constantly have the watches show up, and that's all part of the thrill of the hobby, but also maybe your budget, maybe you're recovering still, it's pretty easy to separate with, say, $20 for one of these, and the level of coolness, I think, at least for me, that you get for your $20 is pretty much off the charts. And then you can modify it further from there. Case size on these, if you're wondering, not including the little crown nubs and crowns, just so from here to here, I measure 39.58. The lug to lug, which would be from here to here, is about 45.10 mil. The thickness, just over 12 and a half, so like 12.65 mil. And then the lug width, this is where it gets a little tricky, and there's a few things I'm going to play with, but the lug width is about 18 mil. But because of the way the strap is and the way the case looks and everything like that, the strap width here, where it flares out to meet the lugs where they taper, is about 24. So I think you could get away with maybe taking like a leather strap that's 22 mil. It's a little more difficult to find one that's like 24 that's going to have a good taper, but you could take one that's 22 and then cut it to fit the 18 lug, and then if it's a 22 that has like a nice taper on it, that would be slick. Now here's what I'm going to do, because I can't leave well enough alone. I'm going to contact EA Leather Goods. He doesn't know this yet. If he watches my videos, he'll know. And I want to see if I can commission him to make a really nice leather strap like this, but maybe he can buy one of these, or I can send him one, or just do an Amazon Prime purchase and just ship it directly to him. But I want him to custom make a leather strap that is designed just for the world timer, the AE series case. I know it's going to be kind of expensive. It's probably going to be at least 3 times the price of the watch, but that's just what I want, and that's how ridiculous you can turn some of this hobby into. On top of that, I bought these Lee filters. Now this is just a sample pack, because you don't use a bunch of material, and you can take these filters, are really thin, okay? And what you do is you take the watch apart, and that plastic bezel on the inside will lift off from the digital display, and then you glue these on the back side, so it ends up giving it, well, a really cool color. So I'll do like this area here one color, and then I'll do the world map a different color, and then just that bar up there I'll do a different color, and then I'll probably leave the display as a positive display. Now there's even a way you can cut off the polarizer off from the LCD, and you can buy some different polarizer, and it's depending on how you apply it onto the LCD, it'll actually turn it into a negative display. There's some cool videos and tutorials on how to do that. I don't think I'm going to mess with that quite yet, but at some point there's a chance that I will. So they're just it just immerses you into the hobby a little bit more, in a different avenue that maybe a lot of people either really don't care to go to or just haven't really played with. But I think it's going to be fun, and it keeps me busy. Not that I need more things to do, but I like playing with these things. So it's super fun. You know, you got this one here. This one's super popular. I'm not a huge fan of the bracelet. It's definitely on the cheaper side, but I mean, you're talking a very inexpensive watch. And then, but you know, it works. So here, let me pop my, I'm actually wearing another Casio. I am wearing my new to me Casio surfing timer, which I'll do a video on this too. And you can see it has the multicolors in there, so you can see how playful you can actually make these kind of look way more playful like this does. So I'll just give you a couple of wrist shots. I didn't size this one yet, but you can see the metal colored one on my 7 1/4. Personally, I'm a little more drawn towards the black world timer. That seems to be my pick, my favorite one. I think it wears great on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. And then once I add those colors and then I get that custom leather strap made, now I can make one myself, but I really want to see if I can get AE leather or somebody else. I mean, I like his straps. So if I can get him to make one that's only like it's designed just for this watch, then I'm excited about that. So hopefully I can do that. I did pick up some of these protective covers for the lens because these are just a pretty inexpensive plastic. So I'll be testing these and I'll let you know how those go as well. And if I can, I'll try to put links in the description to my Amazon affiliate. So I do get like a small commission on those somehow. It doesn't cost you any more money, but I get a share of it somehow. I don't know how that works, but it works. Or some of these you can pick up on eBay cheaper, but you know, be careful. There's a lot of, believe it or not, there's actually like replicas of these, like fakes. Kind of weird. But and that might even happen on Amazon too. But so anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If you already have one, if you're looking to get one, if you want to go nuts down the same path as me, where it starts off as something affordable and then you morph it into something that's super time consuming and expensive and ridiculous. But I guess like the Mandalorians say, that is the way. So there's the light feature on there. Nice orange light. I don't know if you can change out the light on these. Maybe you can. I don't know if I'll get involved with that, but there's the light on the countdown timer. So, and they're very, like I said, they're very inexpensive. They're very intuitive on setting as well. So setting them up is super fast and simple. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later today on another video.